structures which are available. I think if you remember, in last week we discussed something called GitHub. If you go to GitHub, sir, in GitHub there are so many projects. In GitHub you will find so many projects available. Go to any project you like. In GitHub, whatever the projects are available, go to any project you like, which is from Node.js, MongoDB, and all. There are some open source projects. Open source projects means those projects people will keep it open source and live. Their full code they will give. Currently, like don't take the code which are just for a sake. I want a website. Some websites, what they will do, those people will keep their actual code in the GitHub and they will give their GitHub directly for free. Like anyone can copy that particular GitHub and create the exact their website, exact their application. That is called open source. You take any one open source of Node.js or Express.js or with with that, and then try to see step by step how they are following it. What are the good practices? What are the bad practices? Believe me, by seeing someone's code, you will learn more than doing it the code from scratch. Online, is it clear, ma? Good. Now let's start here, sir. What we have discussed in the yesterday class. Sir, yesterday I said it we will create one project. This project we are gonna do the basic e-commerce one, a template kind of. Interestingly, this template we will push it into something like npm, so that next time onwards if anyone type for example npm install prasad e-commerce template, I'm just saying it like we don't put prasad but we will think about something. If I put it, if anyone install, if anyone type it in the terminal npm install prasad e-commerce template, automatically complete this template will get to them. So they don't need to write model, they don't need to write a middleware, they don't write to controller or something. Automatically, one template we are providing, that we will put it in package also npm, so that in your resume also you can write it like we created one npm package because it's live now. Same like a website, npm packages are also live. Are you all getting my point, ma? And for this template, you can create front end also, which I will show you with the React. Okay. We will deploy this particular front end if you want it. We will deploy it in different applications like Railway or on Render or something like AWS. How they will work, I will show you. Any other doubts you have it on any topic also, I will just give you a glance. Feel free to ask me any questions you have. Okay. Now, where are we? Now, you see here, I created here readme package.json index.js .in routes, models, middlewares, controllers, config. Inside the config, I have db.js, and then this is my folder structure. Anyone have any questions in this? Online, does anyone have any questions, ma? No. Then npm install. All I will do is bcrypt.js course .env express mongoose express async handler express rate limit, JSON web token, install this all package. Automatically it will install all these packages. Can you create a separate folder for project? I am using an, oh shit. I am writing it here in this one only, na? Wrong. I am actually creating in separate folder only. My folder for project is main dash project. You can see that. It is a separate project. If you are confusing in this, I will open only this folder. You can see it. Now see, only this particular one is there. It is anyway separate one only. npm install express.env mongoose bcrypt js cars express async handler express rate limit json web token. These all are the packages I'm just installing. Online, any doubts? You can tell me, sir, if you have any. Please write step by step in the notes also, along with this procedures. Hmm. What I can write it in the notes, Ray. Like, let me have it like in the readme. Not readme. I will write it here, separate file, notes. See, you don't have it like step by step. Why? Because it's like anyway you will create the folders directly. Step one, create file, create folder with folder structure. I will keep it one folder structure. You create this folder structure first. Then after this, go to go to that folder in terminal and install packages npm install express mongoose .env um, cars express rate limit express async handler. These are the things I just now did. Handler, um, JSON web token. Any other I missed? Bcrypt.js, correct, because I need to do this password hashing. Okay, if you do this only, sir, it will create this package.json, it will create this node modules. If you don't want any git to there, write it here, git ignore, and inside the git ignore, you can write it here .env, .env.example, node modules, create .git ignore in root folder and keep .env, .env.example and node modules in it. Any doubts in it? Online, anyone are getting any doubts? Those files are completely empty, sir. You all remember now, yesterday I created it, they are completely empty. I just created file names. कुछ नहीं है उसके अंदर. I will write it now only. Every file I will write it. Except a package.json, it will have data because I started it. Did you remember yesterday how did I created package.json? Did you guys remember? First you have to write npm init dash y. What you have to write? Npm init dash y. Okay. In case if you forgot it, with the npm first what you have to do after creating the folder npm init dash y, it will create the package.json. In that package.json I changed the type value as module. By default common js is there. Then I created every folder manually. I only created it. Yeah, good, because maybe some people forgot it later, so that's why I'm just telling it. अभी तक कोई doubt है sir? No, no, sir. Normally, if you are doing backend, if you are doing backend, your starting point after package.json is server.js. If you are doing backend, your starting point will be always server.js. But you are not doing backend here. Interestingly, you are doing npm package right now. See, you are not doing backend, you are doing npm package. Understand this. दोनों अलग अलग है. Doubt, sir? Are you having any doubt? No. Sir, you are doing the npm package. npm package entry point is index.js. So if anyone write it npm install prasad package, then automatically they will get it starting file as this index.js. In index.js, whatever you write it, that only they will work. Okay. So in index.js, what I will write it here is whatever in the express.js, import src server. I will just import the server in server.js, whatever it is there, I will import it and I will write it here. Export const star. Then I will write it here. Console.log Prasad store is started. Later I will change the names, don't worry. Changing a name from Prasad store, you can also do that. So if anyone, so sir, I creating application, you will install this application na? Someone else will use it na? Imagine if someone write it here, npm install Prasad store. They will install this package and then they have to write it import start from Prasad store and they have to run this start. What they have to write, sir? Run the start. When they're running the start, what it will print in console? Prasad store is started. But here I'm also importing another package. What am I also importing? So it will run this server.js. One more time, I'm telling you, you are not creating direct backend. You are creating backend package, npm package. So you have to upload this package into npm, and then for the next project, you will install your package only, and then you will connect your front and backend. That's how I think na project. Okay, because basic project we already did, if you remember. Express with simple CRUD application we already did. Okay, now online, anyone have any questions, sir? Online, anyone have any question? No questions. So this is entry point of application index.js. To say it truly, entry point of npm package. Basic things you are writing. When I'm writing controllers and all, you can't write the code because they will be big. Okay, so just note it down those things. And then after this, like I will go to .env and mention port JWT secret MongoDB URI. So if I go to the env, all I will write is port is equals to 5174 and MongoDB URI. Normally your MongoDB URI will be HTTPS localhost 27017. Okay. And I am just writing it here. Simple e-commerce. Sir, I didn't have any simple e-commerce actually. Okay. That will be created. Don't worry. And I have to create it here something called JWT secret. JWT is a secret which you have to write. You can put anything in the secret. Based on what you put, it will done the hashing. So you should write something that no one should able to guess. Okay. But I am writing it simple logic here. John 1 2 3 4 5. This is very easy to guess actually. Okay. But you should write it something very hard. The more hard you write, the more secure your application will become. I think you know that JWT secret is the one which may it's like a lock. Okay, this is the one which creates the token. Now, I hope everyone is clear with this. Doubt? No. Next, sir. Okay, maybe npm package is taking index.js, but our application goes with server.js only, na? Ah, now everyone follow. If you want to write server.js, in server.js, what you will write? Routes. What you will write? Routes. But in routes, what you will write? Middleware and controllers. Very good. But in middleware and controllers, what you will write? Models. That means, sir, first you have to do models ना. तुम्हारे पास मॉडल्स नहीं है तो कंट्रोलर्स नहीं आता, मिडिलवेयर नहीं आता, राउट्स नहीं आता. बट इन मॉडल व्हाट यू नीड, बिफोर स्टार्टिंग मॉडल व्हाट यू नीड, db.js. You have to connect the db first. पहला पहला db connection. तो like the biggest point most people have doubt is किधर से शुरू करना, पीछे से. तुम्हारा application server.js, routes.js, yesterday I showed you routes.js, middleware, controller, model, db. तो तुम should, you should start from back. db, you models, then controllers, then middleware, then routes, then server.js. That only you can import it correctly. Online, any questions? No. So the first file which I will do it, sir, config db.js. All I have to do is connect it. To connect it, MongoDB, all you have to do is import mongoose. This is very simple application only. If you want to do it also, it doesn't matter. Okay, you can directly do it now. Const connect db is equals to async try catch error. This is third time I'm doing this actually. We did two projects using this particular one. When I explained JWT, I did whole. When I explained APIs also, I did this. Okay. Now console.log error MongoDB connection failed with an error. And whenever connection is failed, you have to write it here process dot exit with one, so that the exit process will be true. Sir, how do you make it connection? So const connection is equals to await mongoose dot connect. Directly if you write it mongoose dot connect, but which one you wanna connect? You need to give that URI. Where is that URI? You need to write that URI as process dot env dot mongodb URI. Already I wrote it in there. Okay, whatever you write it in that MongoDB URI in the environment, it will be done. If this is successful, then I will print console log MongoDB is connected successfully. Any doubts? I'm sorry, you have to write it export. Yeah. I hope no doubts on anyone, which is very simple. Okay. So from now onwards, I will just paste the files. So inside the config slash db.js. Okay. I will give you this document also, no worries. Next. After this, go to models. Models. What does it mean by model? Models are used to create schemas. To create the schemas. Schemas represent structure. Schemas represent structure. तो यूजर है, यूजर के अंदर क्या रहता है सर? यूजर नेम रहता, यूजर पासवर्ड रहता, यूजर ईमेल रहता, यूजर डेट ऑफ बर्थ एज, कुछ भी तुम क्या क्या चाहिए वो दे दो. लाइक फॉर एवरीथिंग, फॉर एग्जांपल नेम यू आर गिविंग, नेम का डेटा टाइप क्या है? स्ट्रिंग. You should write now which data type I am giving it, or name is required or not. What if someone is not giving name? you have to print some error, or do you want to put this unique value? Like you are creating the schema in the MongoDB. For that, you have to write it, which is very simple. Import mongoose from mongoose, then const user schema is equals to new mongoose dot schema name type string email type string. If you want to write it, you can even write it something called required. I think in JWT application I wrote this. If you want to check it, you can even check it. But if you want to write it, okay, just I'm telling it. Required true. What does it mean? Mandatory. Unique. What does it mean? Unique values. You can't repeat it. Okay. Now password. I'm just copy pasting it. Password need not to be unique because two people might have same password. कुछ नहीं होता. If you want to give role, you can give it role. And that is 100% optional. If you don't want to give role, छोड़ दो. Okay. default role is default role is user. Any doubts? Comma timestamp true. What does it mean by timestamps true? Means like at what time you are creating, what time you are updating, those kind of things it will maintain. Simple. Now, if you want to give collection, you can give the collection name here also. Okay. Which collection? By default, it will take the collection user. You don't need to worry about it. Okay. But I'm just writing it here. Export default mongoose mongoose dot user schema mongoose dot model name is user comma what is the schema user schema. Same thing for product also. Copy product.js product schema product title product description. No need to have it like something this all. Product price product category. You can put it like reviews, something. You can put it whatever you like it. Product, product, schema, prices, number. Anyone have any question? Online, anyone have any questions, sir? No, sir. Next, you need to create it something called cart. Here comes to the cart schema. Cart schema. What will be there in the cart, sir? Who added into the cart? Who? And what he added into the cart? Two things are there, na? Right or not? Cart is nothing but some product. When they click on it, it will go to the add to cart. Who? Why? The Prasad added. Okay, and what he added? Some pencil he added. So you in the cart you need it like cart products. So here you need it here cart cart schema, and here I needed to write it here. Cart should have it like user with the type. What is the type from the user? User should be mongoose. In mongoose, in schemas, mongoose schema types. There is something called object ID. Every MongoDB will have it like automatically will create something that is called object ID. What it will have? Object ID. Whose object ID? User ka object ID. Underscore ID something will be there. For every person, underscore ID something will be there. That one I wanted. What is the type here? This is an object ID type. Any doubts? No. What you wanted here? Items I want. What are the items? Items are nothing but cart item schema. Schema. But what is this cart item schema? Again, I have to create it here. Const cart item schema is equals to new mongoose dot schema. And here I need to write it here. Product, same thing. Type, comma, quantity, type, number. Now, from where you should come this? This should come from reference product. Now, This one should come from reference user. Now I will tell you what is this, sir. For example, Prasad added one item to the cart. He might add two, three items, na? So how it will want? Like it should have user. I want to have Prasad ID. Something Prasad will have it like something ID, na? Prasad ID and items. In this items, again you have array. What you have, sir? Array. In this array, first object. What is that first object? Product. Product will have product ID. Product will have product ID. And how many quantity? That product, how many quantity? Like two. Again, second product. Again, third product. Fourth product. This is the structure I want. Right now? And that structure only I am getting it, sir. Is it clear, ma online? User part. Someone is asking it like, Dekho, you will give type na? What is type string? You are giving string type. Number bole to? Number type. Boolean bole to? Boolean type, right or not? Same way, there is one type called object ID. What is the type? Object ID. Because you go here, if you go to MongoDB, I think everyone remembered this, but if anyone forgot it, I will show you. MongoDB compass. If you open my thing, I don't know why compass is taking this much time, but if you connect it, if you go to products DB, can you see here what is the data type for ID? What is the data type for title? What is the data type for this underscore ID? Object ID ना? तो वो object ID क्या है sir? Is it a normal data type? No. Object ID is a special data type created by MongoDB. Right or not? So that is why I want to write take that object ID. To take that object ID, I write Mongos के अंदर schema के अंदर बहुत types है. वो separate types है. Aggregation and all पूरा separate types है. उसमें एक type है object ID. User is that type. Wait, user he is taking from users table only. He should get that ID from the users table only. Simple. Users collection only. Same way for product also. Is it clear, man? Now online. Online, anyone have any questions, sir? Online, anyone have any question? No, sir. Same thing. Order.js. Copy, paste. For order.js, I will write it here. Order items schema. Here I will write it here. Order schema. Here I will write it here. Order schema. But sir, in order, what you need? You need something more. Like when it comes to the order, you need it like how much amount they have to pay. What is the data type here? Number. And what is their status? Status means paid or not or something kind of one. Type string default pending. Right now? Or you can also do if you want to put any kind of other things also you can put, but this is a basic one. This is sorry, you have to write here order. Copy. Create models. Paste. Models slash user.js. Models slash uh, product.js. Models slash cart.js. Models dot slash order.js. अमाउंट पार्ट आपने टाइप मेंशन नहीं किया. हे सॉरी, रॉन्ग सर. I gave directly remember, which is wrong actually. Correct. This is correct. Any doubts? पहली पार्ट हो गया. Any doubts here ma online? Sir, online are everyone clear sir till now? Good. Next one. After this, models represents the structure in your MongoDB. After the model, where you will go? Controller. Where you will go? Controller explains your business logic. Controller explains your business logic, how your particular logic you wanna do. Main business logic is done by controller. Okay, routes and all will happen it like in a seconds. Controller is the main one. In controllers, let's start with something like auth controller, authorization. So what you will put it in auth controller, sir? All you will do is export const sign up, export const sign up. You will write it here equals to async request comma response, request comma response. Same thing, you will write it for login. You will use it for login, logout, sign up process here. But here one problem is there. First, what are the things you need? You need to take here bcrypt. Why bcrypt? Because you needed this particular password. bcrypt.js. Next, import JWT from JWT JSON Web Token. Or next, sir, you have so many models. Which model you will take it here for this? You have user, product, order, cart. Which one you will take it here? User. Why it is not coming? Huh? models slash user. Is it declared? Is it exported default? Export default only, so it will take it like directly only. Any doubts here, sir? Actually, it will show directly only sometimes, but it's not showing it. अपना export default, yeah. कोई doubt है sir अभी तक? No. Now next, sir, how do you handle this? First, you can even do here this particular one. I will keep this asynchronous function, whole function inside async handler. Just to handle the asynchronous function nice, it will do that. If you don't put it also, it will work. It will handle asynchronous functions nicely. Okay. Now, sir, next here, first thing what you will do, sign up means, sir, someone is giving their in request, they will give their name, they will give their email, they will give their password and role. If they are giving it, you should sign up, na? But when you are signing it up, when you are there signing it up, you should first check whether they are already exist or not. If they are not exist, then only you should sign it up, sir. So first I will take it here const name, email, password, role equals to request dot body. From request dot body, I am getting it here all the values. After I get here, I will check it const exists equals to await user dot find one where email is email. If this email is already exist, I need to pass them in some object. It's like find syntax. If the email is already exist, if exists is true, then automatically I will say here, if exists is true, then I will say response dot status 200. I will say here send or JSON. You can write it here JSON also. JSON message user already user email already registered. If they have not registered, sir, then I will create it one password. How do you create a password? Const hashed password. Const hashed password is equals to await bcrypt dot bcrypt. In bcrypt, all I have to do is pass the current password, comma. You have to tell how many digits you want it, like 16 digits, something kind of one. So automatically you will get a hashed password using the bcrypt algorithm. Sorry, bcrypt dot hash. Then it will do hashed password. Now I wanted to store this particular data. How do you store this particular data? Is const user is equals to await. You can do insert, or you can even do user dot create. In MongoDB, there is something called insert one, insert many. You can even do that, or you can even do this way. Both are same here. You can write it here. What you are inserting: name, email, hashed password is nothing but password is hashed password, and uh, role. Once this is done clearly, then you have to send the user back. I will send it like response dot send status 200 JSON user registered successfully. Online, anyone have any questions, sir? User, comma, message. I don't think so. Right? Next, export default login. Same thing, I'm just writing it here. Async handler. So I'm just writing it here in this. I will write it login. If someone is logging in, how they will do? All you have to do is first, people who are logging in, they will just give you email and password only. They will not give you role and all. If you wanted, you can even keep the role from there, but usually they will give email and password. Okay. Request.body. Now, I have to first check whether this particular const user is equals to await find one. Same thing exists. Await find one email email. If this is not there, what does it mean? If this is not there means the user is not registered. If this is not there, then if this exists is not true. No, sorry. If exists is true, then I will send it like, uh, sorry, if exists is not true. Like if user email should be there, he is registered. If it is not true, it is false. In that case, I have to send response dot status dot status is 200, then dot json message user is not registered. User is not registered. Okay. Else, imagine that guy is registered, sir. Now what you will do? I will write it here. Const match equals to await bcrypt dot bcrypt dot compare. In this comparison, whatever the password they are entering it, and whatever the user, this user guy, I will find it. This user guy, I will find it. Whatever the user guy is there, this user guy ka password. If you see this, user's password is not the password. User password is hashed password. In users table, you stored hash password. When you are asking users table mein kya hai, it will give you hashed password. But user is not entering the hashed password. User don't know that. User enter normal password, and I will compare them. And if I'm getting it match correct, okay. If match is correct, fine. If match is not correct, then again I will send it a response. Invalid credentials. Edit credentials. Wrong password. I will not say wrong password. Usually people will say in websites invalid username or password, invalid credentials. Like that, they will say, they will never say your password is wrong. You know why? Because if they said it like your username is right, password is wrong, people will enter password it multiple times and they try to hack it. So that's why they will not tell you which is wrong, but they tell something is wrong. Okay. Now, 99% of the times it is password wrong, because if username is wrong, they will ask you, you are not registered only. Okay. And imagine everything is right. Then I will write it here, const token is equals to jwt dot, okay, then sign. Last time when we did jwt, I created a separate util function for particular creating the token. Okay, now you can directly do it, sir. ID is user ka dot underscore ID, whatever user and ID is there. Okay, and role, user dot role. This is payload, and you need to give the key. What is the secret key? Process dot env dot jwt underscore secret. Automatically one token will be generated. You will send that particular token, sir. Response dot json. You will send it here. Token, comma, user details. This is what you will send. Front end people will store the token, sir. Simple. Any doubts here? Online, anyone have any doubts here? Yeah, status is 400, correct. When it is invalid credentials. No, no, no. Good. Next, we can write something for products. Tomorrow we'll write it for products, cart, order, and then middlewares. Okay. If time is there, like tomorrow we'll complete the routes, else day after tomorrow we'll do routes and a server, which will complete the whole application. Mostly Thursday will be our last class, which we will complete our project, okay, and the deployment. Till now, anyone have any questions, sir? If you wanna do the brainstorm or something, do it bigger than this. You can even take my code from the GitHub, and then from there you can actually do it. You will not get env file, you will not get the node modules, but you will get the remaining all. That's it for today. Thank you all. If you have any questions, you can tell me, sir. Online, you have any questions, sir? Login comes with email, phone number, and scan. Three methods. No. Login comes with multiple ways. Login comes, see, you are telling it like from front end perspective. Okay. Comes with SSO, single sign on. Login comes with JWT. Login comes with cookies. Login comes with sessions. Those kind of things you should remember. Sir, tell about action.js. Where did I write it? Action.js. Tell about Git uploading process. If you want to upload to Git, all you have to do is Git init, Git add, and Git commit, which will commit our files, and then Git remote add the repository and then push. It will push, sir. Sir, model for mobile number. There is no model for mobile number. Mobile number is a field, not a collection. Models you will have it for collection. For example, user. User is a mobile number. User is a collection. In that, give it one more field called mobile number. Simple. No? Const user in login part explain. Sir, what you did in the login part? Very simple. These things, everything I did it before only. It's not new. Someone will log in. When someone is trying to log in, I will take their email ID and I will check it whether that email ID exists or not. If it is not exist, I will send it like this user is not registered. For example, imagine it is exist. Then I will take that password in users table, whatever the password is there, that password, and I will check it with my password, whatever the user entering password now. Both of them I will compare. When I compare it here, if they are matching, fine. But what if they are not matching? I will send it like you are giving invalid credentials. If they are matching, sir, then I will create one signature for the JWT. JWT will create one token. What the JWT will take? JWT will take it like algorithm. JWT will take it like one payload. JWT take will one secret key. Based on that, it will create one token, and I'm sending that token to the user. Simple logic. Clear my online. Padi. Any doubts here?